Hello again. This is George, Clicker Snapper 01. And if you watched part one on how to create your own custom rim in Simhub, well, welcome back. And if you did miss part one, well, it is on the website. So, anyway, in part two, like I said at the end of part one, we're going to see how we take our rim that we created, that we downloaded and created, manipulated for Simhub, how to get it into Simhub, and how to get it to rotate. That's what we're going to cover in this video, and it shouldn't take long. And if you do have questions, you can just drop a comment, and I'll answer it. And that way, if anybody else has a question, if it's the same question, well, they can read it in the comment. Okay, so the just to pick up uh, part one, we created our PNG file, a transparent PNG, and now we're going to take that and put it into Simhub. Okay, so it's in our downloads folder, and this was our rim, and if you remember, it was 400 by 400. We resized it to that, 400 by 400, and we took away the background. We made it transparent, so that's all good. Okay, so let's go to our Simhub directory, which in my case is on C. Go to C, Program Files 86, down to Simhub. Now, like I was saying in part one, if you do install Romain Rob's package, he has a lot. We don't want to be in dash templates. We want to be in image library. If you install Romain Rob's package, which is a great package, and you'll probably end up installing it anyway, maybe. It depends on how far you want to go. You know, if you want shifters and pedals and all that I modified, well, you'll have to have Romain Rob's package. Okay, so, but in Romain Rob's package, you see a list, directory listing here, and these are his steering wheels that he includes. Okay, some of them are real Formula One, but a lot of them are Fanatec's and GSI. Those are real ones. Logitech, the G29s, and this, that, and the other, and you can put those um, in your Simhub overlay, and you can have that when you're driving around. For example, if you own a G29, I mean a G29, and you want that rim on your car, well, there it is. You can drive around with your G29 on screen. Now, how cool is that? Okay, but in this particular instance, I want rims that aren't in his package. And so that's where I come in. Uh, and my packages, or and my rims that I created, I wanted these rims here, and he doesn't have these. See? So, uh, you know, he doesn't have this. This is a real rim that you can buy from Momo. You know, it's got all the tracks on it. Man, that's a cool rim. And I used it in one of my previous videos in the race. It's really cool. But anyway, you get the idea. So, we want to take our rim that I'm making, this Super Grand Prix, and we want to bring it into our image library that I created a directory under Simhub, image library, created my own directory, and then things that I use for my Simhubs. And you might want to subscribe because I got some more things, ideas that I want to create. Okay, so let's take our photo, our image, copy it, paste it into our directory, and I'm going to rename this because I don't need the photo room stuff on there anymore. I just want the name of the rim. There. Momo Super Grand Prix.png. Okay. Yes, I do. I want to rename it. Okay, so we have that in our library. So now let's open up Simhub and let's create a new overlay. All right, let's give it a name. Well, let's go back to our directory here and rename, and I'm just up two. I already had it in here. Okay, let's delete this one. My bad. Hope you can still follow along to what I'm doing. Okay, let's rename the first one that I have, the Grand Prix. Copy. All right, I'm not going to rename it. I just want to copy the name. Okay, new overlay. It's going to be called the wheel that we have put in our directory. So click OK. And then we want to get the image. So click on image over here on the left. Oh, you know what? I need to turn on the mouse. Can I do that now? I hope so without recreating this video. Let me see. Let me see if I can do that. Capture cursor. Will that work? It does. Okay. All right, I don't have to redo the video. Excellent. I forgot I had that off. Okay. So we need to, uh, we clicked on image. I don't need two of them. Okay. We clicked on image. It brought this up. Hope I'm not being too confusing. Go down here to pick an image. Go to our common library. We'll see our directory structure, and you can see where I created my folder. Steering rims. Now that steering rim should be in this folder. So let's scroll down to, there it is, Momo Super Grand Prix. Click it. There it is. Now, you see this big black box? It's too big. So we need to resize that. But first, I'm going to give my image item a name. Same name as my wheel. Makes everything simple. Okay. Now, the first thing we want to do is go up here to Dashboard Properties. And this is where we resize this background. I'm going to give it a title. Momo Super Grand Prix. The author. Okay. Now let's resize that. Now we remember our image was 400 by 400, so our box has to be a little bigger. So let's make it 415. We'll start with that. 415. And over here on this side, we'll make our image 400 by 400 because that was the size of the image. That fits right in. How about that? Isn't that wonderful? That's cool. Okay, now we need to go back up here to either dashboard properties, manage screen, or manage screen over here, up here in the upper right. And when we click on that, see appearance background color, this also has to be transparent. If we didn't have all these transparencies, then when you load this into your Simhub onto your simulator, you would have a black square around your rim. You couldn't see your dash or anything else, so that's the reason why we have to do this. Now we need to get it to rotate. Okay, but before we do that, click on Test Dashboard. And you can see we don't have a background. It's transparent. Lovely. That's what we want. But it doesn't turn. I'm turning my wheel, my steering rim, the CSLDD, and it's not turning my wheel. So we're going to do that. So the easiest way for me to show you, and you can copy and paste this into Notepad or whatever, just review the video, I guess. But open up, I'm going to open up a previous rim in Simhub. Let me open up this one, edit this, bring it up along the side. This is the one I created before. And I'm going to go down here to rotation. Click on that. Now keep in mind this is for Assetto Corsa. I haven't tested it in R Factor 2 or any of my other sims and AMS2. I bet it's going to work. But if not, then you can comment me and I'll tell you how to do it. But I'm going to do all that later. But this for Assetto Corsa right now, I know works. Okay, so we want to Control C to copy that because you can't right mouse click and copy it. So then click OK. Then go over here to your one you're creating and go down to rotation and Control V as in Victor to paste it. Click OK. Now, when we test it, hey, looky there. It rotates. Wow, that's going to be a good looking rim. Oh my word. Let's get it going. Let's get her done. Okay, so now let me double check everything. We've got our name. We've got our transparent background. And we have our property set up. So we're ready to save it. File, save. Now we can close this. Now our rim should show up in our overlays in Simhub. I know a lot of you guys already know this stuff, but this this is for folks that don't know. It's for the guys and gals that don't know, or maybe if you just want to pick up on something. Okay, so there's our Momo Super Grand Prix. It's there. Now, I am creating this video in 30 frames per second. So, what I'm going to do is end part 2 here. And part 3 is going to be getting it into our simulator and taking a look at it in the simulator. So that'll be part 3. Many of you may want to watch that. Many of you may not even have to. You know the rest of the story on how to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and create that part 3. So without further ado, I will say goodbye. And if you like the video, give me a like. And if you want to see more of my posts, then subscribe and click on that black bell so you'll get notified. But anyway, hope everybody has a good day, and we'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.